And we are again with the It's Move series. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on to part 4, shall we? My greatest fears were realized in the winter. Days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided this wretch. Oh, now he's saying it's a wretch. Well, I lost some respect for the kid. With this wretch more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother, I felt nothing but anguish at her illness. To this day, I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence being the one thing which I was sure protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach, I rushed home from school that day, immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress from the lower bunk. So he's coming up with a plan. Removing all the slats and placed a desk and a chest of drawers and some chairs which we kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable. But I would be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix, which I had seen there before. While my family were not very religious at the age, I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Swear to God I hear something in my sister's room anyway. Although fearful and anxious while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came as I drifted off to dream. I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Okay then. So nothing works. Good job. Urban Explorer. Alright, let us do this. The feeling that something's invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. I'm doing anything but following that thing. A bunch of old school books. A clock has stopped. Even if you don't know why they are here, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. An old picture of what seems to be a religious man and a woman. A triceratops. A stack of comic books. Okay. Sounds of screams are awful. They are even worse when they are your own. Knock knock. Mother. Bah! I hate you. Text is illegible. Be right back. I guess after the stream I am ending filming for the night. So, I forgot my charger. This is lovely. A writing desk with some material on it. Looks like there's nothing inside. Various books. Oh my god, that's creepy. I don't like you. So is that supposed to prevent me from going anywhere here? Sheep people riding sheep. Okay. Okay, that's a ladder. I hate this. I don't like it. I hate it. Run. Run, 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 little boy. Run as fast as you can. You better run from the gingerbread man. Run, 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 little boy. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You don't want to be caught by the gingerbread man. This is all creepy as boop. I do not want to let that creepy son of a boop know that I'm awake. I don't even know where the boop I'm going. No, you little boop demon babies. No. No, what am I doing? No! What are you doing? What are you doing? No! No! Let him go, you demon fool! What? I didn't hear what she said. You're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Nothing? Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? No? Alright then. I woke gradually. The room was once again dark. My eyes adjusted. I could gradually make out the window and the door and the walls and some toes on the shelf, and even to this day I shudder to think that there was no noise, no rustling sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless but not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing, oh now he refers to it back as a thing, which had terrorized me night after night, was not at the bottom bunk, it was in my bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound out of my voice. No, and I guess I can try to finish up this game. I don't know. Maybe. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not yet seen it, I could only feel it. It's obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline, and I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise. Sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point. A moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered. The crucifix! My hand still lay underneath my pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best as I could the sound and vibrations caused, but it cannot be found. I had either knocked it off the top bunk or it had. I cannot even bear to think it had been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is and intensely frightened of it. Did your grandma die, your son? Is that how you know about death? Swear to God, something's in there. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it for the door? What if it's faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of the top bunk, hoping not to disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that it had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest thoughts. Chapter 6. The Abyss. Oh, this seems cool. I'm really tired. Oh, I'm a little fish. I'm a little fishy, fishy fish. La da 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 da. I'm a little fishy fish. That's sonar. That a dead body. No, Grandma! Grandma, don't die! Oh, drain water or remove diving gear. Okay then. I can't go there. That my dad? What would he be doing out here? No. 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 My dad was fist pumping. As an evil father. What if it was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me. That I was finally in its grasp. Or perhaps it was toying with me after all it had been doing just that for countless nights. And now, with me under it, pinned against my mattress, with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal savoring its prey. Tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, mustering every ounce of courage I could. I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it, but my hand moved the blanket and it brushed against something. Something smooth and cold, which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. I held my breath in terror, as sure it must now have known that I was awake. Nothing. I did not stir. It felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt thin, poorly formed forearm. My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately larger bicep. The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with a hand resting on my left shoulder, as if it had grabbed me in my sleep. I realized that I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in disgust at the touch of the straggled, oily hair. I cannot bring myself to touch its face, although I wonder to this very day what it felt like. Dear God, it moved. Why would you want to touch your invader's face? It's like, oh hey, I'm awake. Hostia. Okay then. I don't want to know why there's a red body. No, thank you. Okay, I don't want to know about flying eyeballs. Thank you, but no thank you. I want to know about a Bill Cosby fish. Oh God. Hello, fat people. This changed. It moved. It was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. As its hand and arm slowly coiled around me, my left leg rushed along the cool wall which the bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in the room, this was the strangest. I realized that this clutching, rancid thing, which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed, was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall like a spider striking from its lair. Suddenly, its grip moved from a slow tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emaciated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contouring under the blanket. I now realized where it was taking me, into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried, and suddenly my voice returned to me, yelling and screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why I was so eager to suddenly strike, why this thing had to have me now. Through the window which seemed to represent so much malice from outside, streaked hope, the first rays of sunshine. I struggled further, knowing that if I could hold on, it would soon be gone. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself on my chest, its head now poking out from under my blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I did not remember its features. I simply remember its breath against my face, foul and as cold as ice. As sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocating room of contempt, was washed and bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. I awoke to my father offering to make me some breakfast, a wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then, and now. I moved my bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I had believed would stop that thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to mine me. Weeks passed without an incident, yet one cold, frostbitten night I awoke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk beds used to be vibrating violently. I lay there sure I could hear a distant wheezing coming from deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. The following year I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that room as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. Oh-ho-ho! No one listens to the little boy. No, let's just all think he's delusional. No, what are you? What are you? Okay. That was It Moves. Thank you guys. I know probably all of you are making fun of me right now. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for even watching the first one leading you to the videos that led to this one. Sorry if that sounded harsh, saying that you guys wouldn't, be there to check out a video. Certainly check out Epic Productions in a nutshell. Anyway, thank you guys. Click that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. As always, stay epic. Bye.